Hello, this is Raging Amish, and welcome to my review of the MPL in Black Ops. Unlocked at level 35, the MPL is fully automatic. It comes with a 32-round magazine.
Oh yeah.
32 bullet magazine. Oh. Damn it. My Homer Simpson sucks. But you get the point. Most of the SMGs come with a 20 or 30 round magazine. Only the MPL and the Uzi come with this slightly larger 32 round magazine. Unlike its demented brother the Uzi, however, the MPL can actually make good use of it. Scratch that. Great use of it. A big magazine makes such a big difference with an SMG. You get a bigger starting ammo loadout, don't have to reload as often, and can better utilize your attachments since you don't need extended mags. I know this gun doesn't offer the option of extended mags, but the point stands. Even if the MPL had the option for extended mags, you wouldn't need it. Except for the mag size, which is very unique and a huge asset, the rest of the stats are uninspiring.
Aw man, this is gonna suck donkey balls.
I say uninspiring not because the stats are bad. They're actually quite good. It's just that I'm about to rehash a lot of stats that you've heard before in my 3 previous reviews. Treyarch was lazy and didn't really seem to feel the need to diversify the SMGs. The bullets fire at a rate of 937.5 RPM. This is high and is one of the MPL's many strengths. As is standard on the SMGs with a high rate of fire, the bullets do 30 to 20 damage, meaning the gun is a 4-hit kill up close and a 5-hit kill far away. If you hit the head, you reduce the weapon to a 3-hit kill up close and a 4-hit kill at a distance. The damage starts to drop off at a range of 20 meters, and completely drops off at a range of 25 meters. 25 meters is roughly double the range of the Master Key shotgun attachment. The MPL features low penetration power. As with most of the other SMGs, you'll have to select Hardened if you want to shoot through obstacles, but I wouldn't recommend it. Hardened is a horrible perk on this gun. When we look at the crosshair size, we see the standard SMG crosshairs. These crosshairs are small, and I cannot tell you how well the MPL is able to take advantage of these crosshairs. A big mag combined with a high rate of fire means the MPL is practically designed to fire from the hip. Here's the really hard question though. Does it need steady aim? I don't have a solid answer. I don't think the effects of steady aim are bad. You can certainly open up new worlds of kick-assery when you fire from the hip with steady aim. But I think the crosshairs are small enough from the start. The fact is, this gun can make good use of hip fire without steady aim, so I don't see the need for it.
This is a joke. Very funny.
Moving on, the MPL features a 0.65 second raise time and a 0.5 second drop time. Both of these times are fairly quick compared to the other SMGs. If switching to your other weapons quickly is important to you, this gun is definitely worth considering. Personally, I never really felt the difference. To finish off the MPL, the gun features an aim down sight time of 0.25 seconds, instead of the standard 0.20 seconds on the other SMGs. This is one of only 2 SMGs to feature this time. I really didn't feel a difference, but you can use Sleight of Hand Pro if it really bothers you. Here are the MPL's reload times. It has a 2.25 second reload if it is not empty, and a 3.0 second reload if it is empty. At the 1.75 second mark, the magazine physically enters the gun. Compared to the other SMGs, these reload times are all actually pretty quick. Big mags and quick reloads. That is simply awesome. So far, everything I've said kinda sounds like the start of the Uzi review. You've got big mags and reload times that are easy to live with. So why did I hate the Uzi so much but love the MPL? It's the recoil. This gun has almost no kick.
Pinch me! I must be dreaming!
The recoil profile is as follows. A value of 60 upwards and to the left. A value of 70 to the right and 30 downwards. The recoil will go up and slightly to the right. That is, if it actually moves on you. See, this gun also comes with a beautiful center speed of 1700. 1700 seems to be that magic value for the center speed. It's a completely arbitrary number, but any weapon that comes with it also tends to have little to no kick. Big mags, quick reloads, low kick. What's not to like? Well, the gun does have one downside. The irons are disgusting, or as my friend Sazin would say, disgusting. Not to go on a tangent though, but as many of you have probably guessed, I do indeed live in Amish country, and the only thing I can think to compare these irons to is horse blinders. These irons are very obstructive and take some definite practice if you're going to use them effectively. Thankfully, this gun has plenty of attachments for you to choose from if you want to replace the irons. Speaking of which, up next is the attachments. Dual mags. I cannot tell you how good this attachment is. Dual mags gives you two things. First, every other reload is a little bit quicker. The quick reload isn't quite as fast as a sleight of hand reload, but it's so close it may as well be. The second thing you get is 2 additional starting mags. This is one of only 2 SMGs where if you don't want to have to use scavenger, you don't need to. That kind of flexibility gives you a multitude of options for the class setup. I cannot sing the praises about this attachment enough. ACOG sight. Let's get this out of the way. I don't like the ACOG sights. Never have and never will. So don't accuse me of denying a bias. That said, I really didn't find this attachment to be anything special.
I've had better.
You get extra zoom, but it's not worth the cost. You lower the center speed to 1300 and you can feel it. This attachment sucks. If you're going to use it, I recommend warlording it with the grip. You up the center speed to 1550 instead of 1300. It makes a difference, but it's still not enough for me to give a crap about this attachment. Red dot sight, reflex sight. Say hello to your salvation if you hate the irons. These attachments take off the irons and put on a much cleaner sight. The number one weakness of the MPL is the irons, so it makes perfect sense to put one of these on the gun. Still, it's in your best interest to try not to use these attachments. Why? It frees up your attachment slot for something else. Is using one of these sights a bad choice? No. I'm just saying if you can get by without a sight, you should. Still, I understand. These irons are absolute crap.
Ooh, that was below the belt. Try to keep the gloves up.
One thing before we move on. The red dot and reflex are identical in terms of stats, but the reflex sight has an unusually large amount of visual recoil. Just look at the two compared. The reflex physically is moving on you, but it's not changing the bullet spread or changing the kick or anything like that. It's purely visual. I think it's eye rape, so don't use it. Choose the red dot. Grip. The grip ups the center speed on the MPL from 1700 to 1800.
Whippy!
It's a nice attachment, and I did enjoy using it. You just really don't need it. The recoil is already low, and you have plenty of other attachments to choose from that will do so much more. Suppressor. This is easily one of the best SMGs if you want to use the suppressor. The only SMG arguably better with the suppressor would be the Spectre. The MPL's stats fit the suppressor perfectly. While the range of the 4-hit kill is lowered, you have a high rate of fire and a big magazine, which can sustain said rate of fire. The difference between a 4-hit kill and a 5-hit kill is really small when the rate of fire is so high. That's why the MPL and the suppressor go so well together. Rapid fire. Good lord, this attachment is power.
Oh my gosh, it's worse than I thought. He's gorgeous!
The rate of fire is up to 1,250 RPM, but more importantly, you have a huge magazine to sustain said rate of fire. Mix this with steady aim, and this gun is a borderline shotgun at close range. This attachment does come with a few drawbacks though. First, the recoil is amplified. When you're aiming down the sight, the gun is a bit harder to manage. It's not that hard to manage if you burst fire, but still it's noticeable. Second, you will chew through ammo like mad. You can't warlord rapid fire with dual mags, so scavenger pretty much becomes mandatory. Still, it's a solid attachment. Okay, that's the attachments. Now it's time for the perks. For the blue perk, you really can use anything. Most SMGs mandate scavenger because of small ammo loadouts and a high rate of fire. If you mix in dual mags, you don't have to pick said perk. The only rule here is if you pick rapid fire, you need scavenger.
Sure, let's go with that.
For your red perk, I honestly have a really hard time choosing. My number one choice is Warlord. You have so many good attachments to choose from, so why settle for one? If you don't want to use Warlord, Sleight of Hand is my number 2 choice. It's hard to argue with the quick reloads. Sleight of Hand Pro is especially valuable, since the aim down sight time is slower than with the other SMGs. Third, Steady Aim is also a great fit. You can design a class to make good use of the hip fire, but to be honest, that's not really my preferred method of play. I think the crosshairs are plenty small to start with. For your green perk, choose whatever fits your class and or playstyle. I'm a lazy Amishman, and really feel choosing the green perk isn't all that important based on what gun you're using. So with the attachments out of the way, here's the main question. What do I think of the MPL? Well... This weapon is amazing. Everything is good. The low recoil, the large magazine size, the number of good attachment choices, the high fire rate. The only real downsides are the weak shots and the ugly iron sights. The high rate of fire negates the weak shots, and you can use a sight to change out the irons if you need to. I have no idea how else to say it. It has so many frickin' ways you can play with it. And yes, I know, that's what she said. If you haven't been using the MPL, get up off your ass, sit your ass back down in the chair you just got up from, and go try this thing out. Unfortunately, the name of this gun isn't AK I'm a whore, so you don't see people use it a lot. And it's a shame. This gun is amazing. Are we done though? Of course not. This gun is in zombies, so let's go. I don't hide my opinions, and the fact is, I can't stand the SMGs and zombies, and the MPL is no exception. The weapon has 2 chief problems. First, the bullets are weak, and it chews through its ammo very quickly. Still, this isn't a bad choice in the first 10 rounds or so. It only costs 1,000 points from the wall, and ammo is 500 points. If you put the MPL in the Pack-a-Punch, you get the MPL LF. The weapon gains a red dot sight and a larger magazine. The bullets seem a bit stronger, the weapon has a 40 bullet mag, and you have a bigger ammo loadout. Is it worth it? Hell no. You burn through the ammo quickly, and it just isn't all that powerful. The Dinkleberry on the crap sundae is that the upgraded ammo costs 4,500 points.
Really? Ew.
This gun is flat out nasty, and not in the good way. It's not worth the cost, spend your cash elsewhere.